grab your planner, reset across all areas, and I'd be like paid in full. And then I would write thank you, thank you, thank you. Each and every single one of you guys. Income, different slots with money in it. I am becoming the person that she needed, becoming her. Okay, so this is big. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another video, or welcome if you are new around here. If you're new around here, hey, hello, my name is Raquel. I am a mommy of 6. I'm currently on a mission to heal, to grow, and to glow up, baby, while also budgeting, building, and creating a life I love on purpose. Today we're doing my June reflection and my July reset. I'm gonna walk you through some honest lessons I learned in the month of June. Because, woo, girl, this past month, the month of June, gave me some really big aha moments, and I want to share them with you guys. I'll also take you guys through my goal settings and also my intentions for the month of July across all areas of my life. So, with that said, if you're ready to reset your routine, your mindset, your money, grab your coffee, your cafecito, your drink of choice, and your planner, and let's get right into it. Section 1, June reflections. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about June. June was such a pivotal month for me. It wasn't just about checking off goals. It was about facing hard stuff. In the month of June, I realized that I was carrying a lot of stories of who I thought I needed to be. I noticed how sometimes I would self-sabotage myself. Well, not sometimes, a lot of times. Okay, so this is big. I noticed how sometimes, well, a lot of times. And I'm not just talking about with my weight loss. I'm not just talking about with food. I'm talking about in a lot of areas of my life. When I would start making progress in my weight loss journey, or even sometimes around the house or at work, I would start hitting certain goals. I realized that I would show up so much for everybody else, but one way or another, I would find a way to just self-sabotage myself. So let's just say that I would start paying off my debt, and I would be like, okay, I'm on this roll, like I'm gonna just pay it off. And I would see my balance at 0, right? On like a credit card, okay? Because I use the Apple Pay a lot because it's actually how I track my expenses. But I said I want to get out of debt. I've been saying this for quite some time. As a matter of fact, I actually learned that a lot of the stories that I was carrying were not even mine. Growing up, it was just like, well, how much is a payment? And I would be like, oh, I can pay for that. I can afford that. So then I would just charge that, right? Hold on, my honey's calling me. Hi, babe, I'm filming. Te amo, te adoro. So I would like pay off this credit card, and I'd be like, yes, boom. I would cross it off, and I'd be like paid in full. And then I would write, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, one way or another, I would find myself charging that same card again. Even though I had said that this is really what I wanted. I wanted to get out of debt, self-sabotaging myself. And what would this lead me to? It would lead me to feeling guilty. It would lead me to feeling ashamed that why am I doing this to myself again? And I realized that I did that in all areas of my life. I would start saving money one way or another. I would figure out how to use that money, right? And I know that for some of you guys may be thinking like, gosh, she's like literally putting this all out on the internet. I am. Because I know that there's someone out there just like me that is really wanting to like achieve certain goals in their life, but they feel like they're just on this cycle of like, I'm doing, but I don't. There's days I feel like doing it. There's days that I don't. There's days that I'm super inspired. There's days that I'm not. And the only thing that I could come up with is that if I don't face my current behaviors, I will never be able to really achieve the things that I really want to, because the only person that has been stopping me from losing the weight, from paying off the debt, from charging the credit cards, from saving the money, from paying off the house, from doing all these things that I say I want to do has been me. So I want to open up with you guys because I wish that there would have been a girl like me. I see you and I could understand you because I am you, you know? So that's why I'm truly opening up about this whole entire thing, because to be honest with you, I am becoming the person that she needed, becoming her. Are you guys ready? All right, let's continue. Let's get into this video. Also, you guys already know, if you guys have been here before, I have a pretty busy brain. So I did take some notes on my handy dandy journal, which, oh my God, Blue's Clues. Okay. Yeah, I did take some notes on here that way. So if you guys see me look down, it's just because I don't want to forget the things that I said I wanted to share with you guys, because y'all know I be trying to catch up with her. Okay. Okay, all right, so what did I write? I wrote, I noticed how sometimes I would self-sabotage myself when I would start seeing myself making progress. Whether it was with my weight, it was with my finances, or even just consistency with showing up for myself. I also had a huge breakthrough. I could choose to love the version of myself right now, exactly where I'm at. A little overweight. Actually, I'm in the obesity line, by the way, just to let you know. My body fat is high, and that's okay. I can love myself right now because I honestly just want to embrace every step of the way. I also realized that I had this toxica mentality that I had to look a certain way. I had to be a certain way. And that if I didn't fit back into a certain pair of pants, like I wasn't enough. For some of you guys, I know you totally get what I'm saying, but for some of you guys are like, what is she talking about? Let me explain. For a long time, and I mean a long time, I have been beating myself up. I have felt like I wasn't good enough. And it's crazy because I'm such a strong person, but there's just these little areas of myself that I am just so hard on myself. And it wasn't until I had this huge aha moment that I told myself, would I treat or talk to her that way? Would I tell her that her arms don't look good? Would I be embarrassed for her to show her little tummy? Would I be embarrassed to do this? And that has been such a game changer for me. I tell myself that every time I have these thoughts or these feelings, I tell myself, how would you treat her? And it immediately snaps me right back into being who I am right now, loving who I am right now, this version of myself. I realized that I was living a lot in the past. I would talk a lot about, wow, when I had lost all this weight before, because let me be very transparent with you guys, okay? Growing up, never had a weight issue. Now I understand the struggles that my sister would go through, that my mom would go through, that my abuela Cuca would go through, that my aunts would go through. I was always called Rocky, la flaquita, pescadito. And if you're wondering what flaca means, it's like skinny, but in Spanish. And everyone called me flaquita. Nobody calls me that anymore, girl. Okay? Let's just say it. But now as an adult, especially as a mother, it's like this thing to where you show up for everybody else, but you really do try to show up for yourself. But when life hits you, it's just kind of like you forget about yourself. I don't know if you guys can relate, but if you can relate, leave me a comment down below because I want other people to know that they're not alone. And I started to think back. When did all this happen? And a book that has really been helping me is this book right here, which is called How to Heal Your Inner Child. I highly recommend it. I will link it down below. And I want us all, well, I can't want something more for somebody else than what they want for themselves, but I'm opening up this space because I really want to be able to help somebody else. And if it's only one of you, which I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this before, if it's only one person that helped, then I did my job. I really do mean that. I do really mean that because again, I'm becoming who she needed. Okay, so let's keep going. A lot of my emotional eating started because it's actually what I saw as a little girl. When my mom would be sad or depressed, she would go in her room and she would just lay on her belly and she'd watch TV and she would eat. Well, guess who also started doing that? I did. Every time I would feel like I would have a problem, I didn't realize that this is what I was doing, but because I have been working on self-parenting, which is the other book, which I have downstairs. It's not here. I apologize, but I'll put it here on the screen. There is like a parent within us, but there's also like an inner child. I've been operating way too much from the parent point, the responsive one, the one that it's just, if you are interested in learning a little bit about that book, then you could read that book, but I don't want to make this video too long because I really want to like get into the meat and potatoes of the video, which I kind of feel like I'm in right now. But anyways, I saw that growing up. So a lot of times we don't realize that we mirror a lot of either things that we've seen or behaviors that we've seen, and a lot of it has nothing to even do with us. It's just things that we saw and it's the things that we picked up. And the minute that you start identifying, why am I doing this, or why did I just do that, and you think back to like, okay, well, where did I see that from? And then you start connecting the dots going backwards, right? So a new thing that I need to do is, and I know that I'm very embarrassed to say this, but I will no longer be having any meals in my room. I sound like my mom. She hated when we ate in the room, but she would eat in the room, which is crazy. Anyways, let's move on. I had so many moments this month where I felt so tired. Moments where I wanted to give up. I was just like, I don't even think this is for me anymore. But I kept reminding myself, something is better than nothing, Raquel. And because of that mindset, I made real progress, like really good progress. Section 2. Life categories, reflections, and July intentions. Okay, let's talk about home. I realized in the month of June how our environment really does affect our mood. This month, I really want to focus on resetting my home, organizing certain areas, continuing to declutter, getting rid of things out of my closet because I have things in there that I really just need to let go of. And I really believe that let it go so you can grow. There's certain things that I've been holding on to that honestly just do not serve me purpose anymore. There's also other things that I want to do, like I've been saying about about putting a bookshelf on there. Another thing that I realized is that I love sitting on this cozy chair and reading. There's a lot of times that I am such a busy person. I'm a busy mom. I'm a mom of 6 in case you guys don't know. But anyways, I realized that I have to make time for the things that really matter most to me. Nurturing this home is something that is so important. Yesterday, I spent the whole entire day washing and cleaning and organizing and getting rid of things. I mopped, I swept. I went back to sweeping because a lot of times I use the Dyson, but I'm like, Raquel, go back to what you used to do before. Girl, when I tell you, I was like, there's just something different about sweeping. And it's probably because growing up, like there was a time we didn't have a vacuum, and I don't know about you guys, but you figure it out. And I remember we used to have to sweep the carpet to like clean, you know, la casita. And anyway, so I don't know why I just told you guys that, but I just want to go back to keeping my house super spotless, being very mindful of like my space, and also understanding that when I go to either purchase something or bring something into my home, what am I going to do with it? And is it going to just be clutter? Because it's so easy to go to the store, you find something like it's on sale, it ends up just being something you're going to donate later on. I want to be more mindful of the things that I bring into my home. June taught me that my environment does affect my mood. There's a lot of times that I would wake up and everything would be good, and then I would go downstairs and there'd be dishes in the sink, and I would just be like, so then it would like backtrack me. Instead of me going and clocking into my workout and being all excited, I would be doing dishes and then I would lose time. And I know you guys know exactly what I mean. Things are just not done. I found myself wasting a lot of time cleaning up, picking up, doing things that I should have just done, instead of like my mom always said, there's a place for everything. And I need to literally go back to that. Like, Raquel, don't put the shaker cup in the sink, Raquel. Wash the shaker cup and then come back, instead of me just saying, I'll wash it later. No, if I can do it now and it's gonna take me less than 2 minutes, I just need to get it done. So that's one thing that I really do want to stick with, is keeping my environment more tidy. So I also want to continue to reset my house throughout the whole entire week. I want to make a to-do list, which is like a list of an ongoing list of things that I have here, and I just want to really put them on a piece of paper. And I want to put like home. What do I need to get done in my home? Then I can go to another thing, appointments. What are the appointments that I haven't been doing? Like going to the dentist, certain things like that, if you know what I mean. I need to go do like a regular checkup, stuff like that. The other thing that I could put on here are like, what are the things that I need done for my business? So a lot of times I have a lot of stuff here, which ends up being a lot of clutter, and then I don't get it onto a piece of paper. So then I feel very overwhelmed. And instead of feeling overwhelmed and not getting anything done, I can just go to my will-do list and pull something from there and then check it off. That's what we're gonna do. And I also want to keep my Sunday nights after I get off of work as my reset nights. So look out for those videos. Okay, let's talk about career. In the month of June, I really showed up on YouTube. I wish I would have showed up a little bit more, but I do have to acknowledge the fact that I did get some videos out. And I want to take a moment to thank each and every single one of you guys for being here, for every single comment. I love you guys so much. I know I don't know you, but I feel like I know you because I be chatting with you guys in the comment section. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you. I see you and I love you. For the month of July, I want to stay super consistent. So let's get into the month of July. For the month of July, this is going to be now my content calendar where I put in all of my YouTube videos. And this month, I am really going to work hard on uploading a minimum of 2 videos a week for you guys. So leave it in the comments down below if you guys want to see more videos like this from me. I would really, really appreciate it if you just share your guys' thoughts. And while you're there, leave me a comment down below. What videos do you want me to film for you? In the month of July, we will be uploading way more videos. Thumbnail. Income. In July, I want to track every expense. June had some unexpected bills that we had to pay that really reminded me why budgeting matters. I know that sounds crazy, but I really do want to be way more mindful with my expenses and where my money is actually going. I want to stay on top of my emergency fund. I also want to open up another account for a sinking fund and get more intentional about where I'm actually spending my money, not just tapping with the Apple Card. So with that said, I'm going back to my cash cash envelope system that I used to use before, which let me show you guys because you all know I'm a very visual person. I have this one right here and I will link it down below. In here, I have money and also my card, different slots with money in it for different categories of spending. So as an example, anytime that I go to pump gas, I never pay with my card except for Costco. I do use my Costco card only when I buy groceries and I pump gas. It's the only time I ever use that card. Other than that, I want to go back to my cash envelope system. This really helps. So let me give you guys an example. When you pay, and this is like a psychological thing, okay? But I will see if I can find some literature on it, but don't hold your breath on that one, okay? But I did hear about this. Okay, so when you pay with $20 cash versus tap, you really don't feel it. It's not there's no like emotional connection. But let's say this was a $100 bill and you're paying with it. When you get that change and it's like $10.87, you're like, damn, I just let go of a whole $100 bill. So the difference between tapping and paying with your credit card or Apple Pay versus actually paying with green cash is a little bit different. If you guys want more like in depth of like how I have been dealing with like my finances and I've been on this debt-free journey and how I was able to make a lot of like repairs in my credit and stuff like that, leave me a comment down below and I will film a video for you guys, okay? I also want to grow my YouTube channel. I love YouTube. When I tell you, when I sit down and edit, I just feel like it just makes me so happy. When I love this camera. Like, I love you guys. You guys don't understand. Like, lean in, forehead kiss, okay? Mwah. I love you guys. I just love creating content and I'm here for it. I'm here for it and thank you for being here too. Let's talk about health. June was not perfect. It was a month of like, oh, what are you doing, girl? In the month of June, I went all the way back up to 204 pounds. I really struggled with yesterday's video that I uploaded. The beginning of the video says June 8th. I was actually not gonna even post that video just to let you guys know. And I'm grateful I did because so many of you guys like, oh my gosh, I could relate with this. And thank you for talking about the emergency fund. I struggled with that video. And the reason why I struggled is because I had gained more weight in the month of June. And I'm like, I just want to let them know. Like, I want to let them know I got back up to 204 pounds. So I ended up going back up to 204 pounds, okay? And how did this happen? Let me tell you. It just happens because I stopped tracking. I stopped weighing myself. I was just like, no, you're doing really good. I realized with myself, a big aha moment is that I don't capture what I really do throughout the whole day. Like, I will have crackers here, or I will eat that, or a bite of pizza here. And then I'm like, no, I worked out. Like, I'm fine. Like, I should be okay. Like, I'm still under a calorie deficit. No, babe, we were not staying under a calorie deficit. In my mind, in my little cabecita, I was like, oh yeah, girl, you're good. But no, I wasn't. The other thing that I realized, I was having way too much caffeine, you guys. Who was gonna tell me? I needed to cut back on my caffeine. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm 46 years young, okay? My body is going through a shift. And thank God I've been documenting my journey, but I get to see myself, like while I'm editing, I'm like, oh my God, Raquel, what are you doing, you know? But I realized that I needed to cut back on caffeine. I also need more sleep. As a matter of fact, you guys, last night, your queen got 11 hours of sleep, okay? And I feel really, really good. As a matter of fact, I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh girl. Sometimes when I sleep too much, I feel like I look a little bit worse, you know? But no, I am fine. And I'm really going to focus in the month of July of getting more rest, cutting back on caffeine, and really staying in a calorie deficit, which I have to tell you guys, we went from 204 pounds and we ended at 196.4 pounds. And guess what? Another huge aha moment with my health that I had. My weight is going to fluctuate, okay? I may be up a pound or two. That doesn't mean I gained a pound. That may be I may be retaining water. How much have I slept? Also, I have put my body through so much unnecessary stress. The countless nights that I have stood up thinking of things that don't really align with what I even want, it's foolishness, okay? One, you need to be more gentle with yourself. Two, I need to be more mindful that I need to make sure that my environments are good. I don't need to stress out more than what I need to. Like, I am in control of whose conversations I entertain, what conversations I pick up, what environments I put myself in. But I also understand that it is very important for me to make time for my friends, my family, myself, but also the things that really truly bring me joy. In the month of June, I did not do a lot of scrapbooking, and this makes me so happy. This journal brings me so much joy. Look at my beautiful mom, you guys. Look at my beautiful queen. I just realized that I need to tap into more of like what I love to do. The things that are going to like recharge my baterias, like my batteries, without me feeling guilty because I want to sit here and I want to scrap up. So I realized that I need to do more things that make me happy. And it is okay for me to say no when I need to say no. This month, we're really going to be focusing on doing a calorie deficit. I am going to document all of my food for you guys, okay? I am going to document it all. Oh, also, we lost a lot of inches. I did all of my measurements and it's connected with my app on the scale that I use. So I will also be sharing all of the inches. I just got a phone call. I would have taken that because I always drop everything for everybody else. Not no more. I got to show up for myself, for my goals, for my dreams before I start showing up for everybody else. Of course, I'm a mom. I still got to show up for my kids. I still got to do señora vibes, cook, clean, planchar. I don't planchar no more, okay? But you guys get what I'm saying, okay? For the month of July, get to it, girl. For the month of July, here's what we're focusing on. We are focusing on losing another 4 to 5 pounds. Moving forward, I am going to set a weight loss goal every single month because I need to work towards something. I really do. So I am going to be losing 5 pounds this month, baby. Mark my words. I just said that. I gotta do it now. I'm also going to be drinking a gallon of water a day. Of course, you guys all know 75 hard, 2.0, ya tu sabes. I will be doing either the clear gallons or I will be using my Yeti, which my Yeti, you guys have asked me. I believe it's 42 ounces, so I need about 3 of those a day. So yeah, we're gonna a little bit more than 3, just to let you know. And the last one, the most important one to be able to make sure that I hit that 4 to 5 pounds a day is staying in a calorie deficit. So how do I figure out how my deficit is? You input your weight. I think you can go to the app called TDD, I think. I'll put it here on the screen. I'll make sure I link it down below. You can put in your information in there and then it will let you know. Everybody's body is different. It's going to ask you your age, your height, your current weight, and what your goal is. And then it will give that to you, okay? Also, I forgot to tell you, we're going to do a lot more walks. I really want to focus on 1 hour walks. Like I told you guys last month, I noticed that when you walk for over an hour, I don't know what happens, girl, but I was just feeling so good. So those walks have really been helping. Okay, let's move on. Personal. I realized so much about having slow mornings. Journaling, scrapbooking, the little things in life that are so beautiful. In July, I'm making more time for myself. Whether that's reading, solo coffee trips, which not so much because I'm really not drinking like coffees like that anymore because I realized that I was intaking too much carbs and sugars and all that stuff, and I'm really focusing on cutting back on sugar. But slow mornings could also mean sitting in my backyard, hearing the birds, the roosters and all that, and just enjoying being outside. Listening to music while I journal, dancing, cleaning before the kids get up. Like that's a slow morning for me. I also would love to do like a little photo shoot. All of my photos are of me like in the gym, like sweating, señora vibes, cleaning, you know. I really want to get ready one day and like just take a cute picture with my camera. So we'll see if that happens. It should happen, but I'm going to put that down for my goals as well. Family. Let's talk about family. June reminded me of how fast life is moving with my kids. I can't believe that my kids are almost gonna go back to school already, but more than anything, my son just turned 18, my daughter's gonna be turning 16, and baby boy is starting first grade. Like, where has time gone? I have a 20-year-old. I have a son that drives already. Like, I have other kids that drive already. It's like time is going so fast. So making memories with my children, going hiking, and we went to Topgolf this summer. We went to go bowling. We've done so many things, and creating memories really just does bring so much joy to my life. For July, I really want to create more memories with them. I want to be more intentional with moments, whether that's family nights, one-on-one time, or just being fully present without distractions. Those are my goals for this month with my family. I want to have a date night with my honey, which we always have date nights on Tuesday nights, but I've been going to hot Pilates, so now I really want to change it up and maybe go to hot Pilates early in the morning and then be able to have date night with him because one of his love languages is quality time. So I really do need to make that happen for the month of July. I don't want to get caught up with just because I'm on this fitness journey of wanting to lose weight and be healthier and stuff like that, that I forget about these moments. He's really been wanting to go to the beach. I love the beach, and so do the kids. So we just need to make it happen. Let's talk about adventures. I really didn't prioritize adventures in the month of June, but for the month of July, I'm coming for you, babe. I am coming for you. I want to plan like just these like random trips, like going to the beach, having a little picnic, maybe going to the park, maybe having a softball game, going to the batting cages, something like that. The kids actually wanted to go to this hike today where there's a waterfall, so I think I'm gonna surprise them with that tomorrow morning. I'm gonna tell the kids, let's just go tomorrow morning because I have to go to work and I have to be at work in 3 hours. So yeah, we'll probably just go tomorrow. Okay, so let's talk about the spiritual part. I prayed more. I prayed a lot, but I honestly know I can go deeper. I know I can spend more quality time just being in the moment, writing in my journal, continuing to do my prayer letters. I really know that that is going to be in alignment with the time for myself where I have these slow mornings where I could actually prioritize that now. So in the month of July, I want to stay super connected to God, which I am. I really am. And I want to continue to pray, but I also want to continue to read Psalms 23 because that is actually the prayer that my mom told me, and these were my mom's last words. Rocky, if you only knew how much I love you, you deserve to have a man treat you like a queen and have you on a pedestal. Please don't forget to pray Psalms 23 before you go to bed. Ask God for guidance. I love you so much. Promise me you will pray before going to bed. Those were the last words that my mom told me. And every time that I have gone through something hard, I just go back to ask God for guidance. Ask God for guidance, or whoever your higher power is. For me, I'm a strong believer in God. I never understood why my mom told me that Bible verse out of all the verses in the Bible, but now I understand why. Okay, married. I talked to you guys a little bit about being in a relationship, but I haven't talked to you guys about being married. I am in a season of really focusing on building a strong relationship with myself first so I could show up fully. There's a lot of things that I need to still work on. I'm not married because I've chosen not to be married. I think that because I've seen my mom get married so many times, I've never legally been married. I always had that fear like marriages don't last, which that is not the truth. Again, remember, I have a lot of beliefs that are not mine. So in this season that I'm in right now, I am focusing on self-love, patience, and trusting in God's timing because it will happen. We do have a marriage license, just for the record, okay? And then we went into a full-blown pandemic. So let's move into friendships. I didn't pour into a lot of friendships in the month of June, but we did go and celebrate Alma's birthday, which I had a really good time with them. We ended up closing out the restaurant because we just sat there and we talked forever while we drank some cafecito. I love my girlfriends. I love Maria and Alma. They're like sisters. You never know who walks into your life and they literally become like sisters for you. Also, I would love to have like a YouTube friend, maybe somebody else that is into YouTube, like we can brainstorm, we can talk, and I really want to create a community. So with that said, because I really want to tap into building relationships, I want to open up a chat on my Instagram because I don't know any other way to do it except for going into Instagram and posting in there. And I think I can like create a chat where you guys can all join and we could hold each other like accountable, or I could like post in there, hey girl, hydrate, or something like that. So let me know if you guys would love something like that because I would love to create something like that. So let me know in the comments down below. In the month of July, I want to do more loving check-ins, schedule coffee dates, and nurture the people who truly feel like home to me, like my sister. Invite her out to like, hey, let's go do something because we have not done that for quite some time. So I really do want to do that. Okay, let's talk about money. In the month of June, I did have some emotional spending and some unexpected bills that did happen, but I caught myself and I'm proud of that. July's goals is to track my expenses and to give every dollar a job. This is what I'm focusing on. Saving more money for my emergency fund, staying in a grocery budget. That one's gonna be hard, you guys, because I love grocery shopping. I love it. Anyways, okay, keep going, girl, keep going. And here it is. Here's the big one. Limit random Amazon therapy purchases. I said it. Okay, and I'm also tracking my debt-free step-by-step. So every month I go in, I write out my mortgage, how much is my balance, I write out the last credit cards that I owe, and I am tracking all of it. I'm also tracking my debt-free journey step by step. So I keep building. My battery's gonna die. Okay, I have to hurry up. I'm also tracking my debt-free journey step by step. That way I could continue on building financial freedom, because that's one of my biggest goals. With that said, you guys, thank you guys so very much for being here. Consider subscribing if you have not yet subscribed, and turn on that post notification. That way you never miss another upload, because remember, I will be posting 2 times a week. I'd love to know what's one category you're focusing on this month. Drop it in the comments below so we could reset and glow up together. I'm cheering for you always. My light died. And with that said, you guys, thank you guys so very much for being here. I'm gonna go work out now. And with that said, I love you. Bye.